Yep.
Hey, everybody.
Howdy ho, howdy ho.
Welcome to Coffee Table Chronicles.
Indeed.
It might look a little different here for just a few minutes.
Keith lost all his hair, and Lindsay looks like shit.
Yeah, I don't know what happened.
I don't know what happened either.
Man. So Lindsay's out of town tonight, or for a few days.
Fair enough.
And Keith went to pick up Christine from the airport, and so she won't be in the chat until she gets here.
Well, they'll be joining us moments.
Yeah, they'll be
moments
here
from now.
in a few minutes. So,
but until then, they've left it to us. Where's their chat at?
I brought it up there. So
cool.
So Allison's on. That's
hello, Allison. We'll wait for that. No, we're not going to wait for shit. Let's just do it. So we have a new sponsor.
We do. We've been enjoying some of our new sponsors.
We have been. Oh, holy shit. So,
I think we'll probably bring it on.
Bring it on up here. Bring it on up here because I'm excited.
Oh, wait. I'm going to do it from here.
I'm not sure if I'm excited about it or I'm just really caffeinated. Coffee Table Chronicles brought to you by.
Is this it? No, that's a countdown.
What's it counting down to?
That's a countdown. Where to go? Oh, here we go.
Here it is.
It's this one right here.
Yes.
Boom.
Bam. That's right.
Red, white, and badass brew.
That is true. Every cup helps veterans, which is a cool thing. Indeed. But they sent us a couple bags. We haven't tried the pumpkin stuff, the drunken pumpkin, but we tried the whiskey business tonight. Vanilla caramel and whiskey blend. And I'm not sure that I did it right, but fucking it's coffee. Sorry, I shouldn't swear so much. Whew, it is definitely coffee. It's good. They look like Keith is home.
Oh, I bet they are here.
Anywho, let's just keep going, pretend like we
Let's
don't
do
care.
it.
All
Sure.
right. What are we covering tonight, Joey?
Well, let me tell you.
Tell me.
So billions of dollars, millions of students, yet somehow America, the schools that are producing some of the worst results than ever. So tonight we're asking why, and we're gonna see where it went wrong, and see if we can fix it. Us, we're gonna try to fix it.
Fucking A-Ram. Well, you come to the right place because we know everything. I'm 48. You're
Old.
Yeah. So between the two of us, we've got a century of intelligence, knowledge, and experience. And I'm sure we could fix this in 45 minutes to 60.
Or at least 2 cups of this coffee.
At least 2 cups of this coffee. I'm going to run a friggin' marathon, that's for sure. Anyhow.
I like it.
So what kind of data do we have to kind of back up this claim that schools are, I guess, doing less good than they used to?
Yeah, well, we've got the data, and we know so much money goes into schools and all that, and it doesn't take anybody with half a brain to see that we're not getting our money's worth from what it's producing in the smarts department, if you will.
I would say that's pretty evident. But it's still, what I wonder is, why is it still, even more than it used to be? It seems to be sort of a given that, like, that's the goal is, you got to go to school, and somehow you're not doing the right things if you're not planning on going to college. You still hear people brag about first generation going to college. It's kind of like, so how about first generation to make a profit or support your family or, weird crap like that, or buy a house? Who knows?
That reminds me, we did that episode on the Truth About Beer about being smarter than an 8th grader.
Yeah.
And so we took that test from what was it, 19 or 18? Gosh, it's 1894, I think is what it was. 1894.
Well, and I will say this:
grade test, what they had to pass, in order to pass.
Well, and it's funny too, because what was considered, necessary or basic knowledge, is definitely, I don't know if it's changed so much, but it's interesting to me that even the fact that you need to go to school to learn shit that's widely available everywhere. It's not like you have to even buy books anymore. Like, all the information's available online.
Ah, that was the noise.
He found it.
He found the noise. I didn't even think about that. So,
Oh, your mics are off too. What are you doing?
I turned it on.
He fixed it.
right.
Look at
Bring
this.
him in. How do we bring you in?
You have to add an extra camera.
Uh-oh.
So I couldn't make any more coffee because
It's up here.
Yeah, I have a pot up here. We have the coffee up here. So you said press the cups, 12 cups, right?
Yeah.
It made 4. I don't know how I effed it up. I haven't got a clue how I effed it up, but I pressed cups and then 12.
Huh.
And it filled it to there. And I drank all of it. It's good though.
I'm guessing you liked it.
I did.
I think I have to do it from your system and not mine.
Okay, I'll grab them. Oh.
Mousy.
You want a pad?
Hello, everybody. Is Christine down there ready?
Stand by.
Yes.
Oh, yeah, she's in the chat. Welcome, Christine.
Hi, lady.
And hi, Kathy. And hi, Dan. Welcome to the shoe.
Television. Anyway,
Keith will be with us here in a couple shakes.
I need my glasses. I can't see.
friggin' old guy. Yeah, because he's old. We love it.
We love it. We love it.
We do.
There we go.
And
Hey, there he is, sharing it, and he's in. Almost.
In like Flint.
Look.
All right, now I'm in.
There he is. There it is.
Ah, so how was your trip to the airport?
It was eventful.
Oh,
Not really.
no. Okay, well.
It's always eventful going to the airport.
Anyway, since we've derailed, let's try some memes.
Let's do it.
You want me to control?
Yeah.
Yeah, go ahead.
You're
Okay.
the guy. He's just a producer.
Yeah. I just want to sit here in the corner, in Keith's corner.
Did you do the our sponsor yet?
We did. We should do it. You can say a little bit more about the sponsor.
Okay.
What I know
We're
is
pretty
pretty freaking stoked about the sponsor so far. It's yeah.
So yeah, Red, White, and Badass Brew. We met them a couple of years ago at one of the gun shows. I think it was the Crossroads of the West, and met the owner, Dustin. And he actually did a little bit with us for Coffee Table when we were there on site. So fell in love with his coffee. I'm excited to try that one.
Yeah, me too.
It's kick
Really
ass
excited
label,
to
that's
try
for
that
damn
one.
sure.
Yeah, isn't it? Really cool.
But this one is good. I mean, if you like the effects of coffee, it doesn't disappoint. I haven't been high off caffeine in I don't know how long.
Is it really?
Oh, I shit you not, bro. Like I'm sweating, and I was like going like,
Going good.
dude, there's some caffeine in this shit. I mean, like it's yeah. I mean, it's coffee. There's no question about that.
So all you need to do is put 12 scoops in.
Yeah.
And then do 12 ounces and you'll get the same effect.
I don't.
You don't need 12 scoops.
No, it's only 4. I put 4 scoops in.
Yeah.
And then
But we only got 4 ounces.
but
How did you fill the water up all the way though?
not all the way.
That's why.
Well, son of a bitch. So, pro
Yeah.
tip:
You got
All right, way to go,
the
Jack.
water's got to go to the top.
only fill the water halfway, and it makes it
Makes a half a pot.
primo. It was delicious. Well, you know what's funny though, the low water thing didn't come on. It didn't say it needed more water.
Well, you probably just had enough just to.
I don't know,
Yeah.
whatever. I'm not unhappy about it.
Yeah, well.
It wasn't like overpowering. A lot of times, you get the coffee flavor that's just like overpowering, and it wasn't. Like, and I just used half and half. I didn't use vanilla. Normally, I have to put like, you know what I mean, half a gallon of vanilla creamer and a whole thing of sugar.
Yeah.
I probably only put about two spoonfuls of sugar in here, and then little splash of the half and half.
This is legitimately a shock phase because I've been to breakfast with you. I've
You've
watched
seen how
you
I
drink
drink
coffee. Right? Joey?
It's not. It
I
doesn't.
mean-
It doesn't have that nasty bitter.
No, it's
Coffee taste to it.
even at this strength. It's wonderful.
That's what's weird about it. It doesn't have the black coffee flavor that normally you need for
Yeah,
that. Like
yeah.
even when you add those Stokes things to it, like where it's just like that bitter,
Yeah,
it doesn't have that. It's actually a good flavor, and I'm high as a mother. I don't know if that's what everybody's looking for from their coffee, but if you want a perk, holy crap, it works. Anyway,
Yeah. So their website is down here. It's rwbbcoffee.com. They're relatively reasonably inexpensive for, a coffee of this nature. And the cool thing is, so Dustin's a veteran and they support veterans. So they I think it's I don't remember the exact number. I have to look on the website, but a portion of their proceeds go to help veterans in need.
That's cool.
And so it's a very cool organization, and obviously badass coffee, right? So
well, the only downside is, and I'm sorry that we already gave him some, but it says it's non-alcoholic. So
it's what?
It's non-alcoholic.
Oh.
You're actually not allowed.
Well, I did pour a little bit of this, and this was my sweetener.
You're sweet. Is that the honey?
Yes, the honey and a little and some half and half.
I'd be willing to try that.
So I mean, really, if you want, you could go do another 4 ounces on the same grounds.
You probably
Probably,
could.
yeah.
Be all right.
Could probably
That's actually
do
not
that.
a bad idea.
Yeah.
We should probably do that.
Okay.
Christine. No, that's not nice. Let's look at the memes.
All right. So memes of the week. So in the spirit of being October and Halloween, I figured I'd throw up some Halloween memes. So it'd be kind of fun. I love this one.
It makes me think of salt.
The preamble was he looked at this, he goes, like the Morton salt ad. I'm like, do you mean the copper tone? It's the copper tone ad. It's just like, you know, the old Morton salt ad where the girl's getting her panties ripped off by the dog. Like, I'm pretty sure you imagined that one. But yeah, it does remind you a little bit of the copper tone. Drew
Except she's
Barrymore
on a
ad.
pole.
Except she's on a pole. So yeah, Morton salt.
There's another poll one for you.
I love the bones on the bones.
Right? Isn't that cool?
Oh, it's good.
It's just so inappropriate.
I love how creative. This is awesome. I love
Yeah.
this one. People are just so creative.
Are they
man.
killing a dead thing, or is that a
It's
donkey?
It's a deer, isn't it,
Yeah, it's
or
a deer. It's
Oh,
like
it's
one of
ske-
those
skeletal donkey
practice deer. I think.
I saw your skeleton in the back of a Jeep Wrangler driving down the street.
Did you really?
Yeah, that's
The-
just the big
one?
Scully, really?
Yeah,
Holy crap!
yeah, it was
Wow.
ridiculous.
That's funny. That's cool.
Its eyes were glowing and everything.
I couldn't see the front of it. It drove past me, and I went, "Holy crap,
This one was just patriotic, and I had to do that one.
that's cool." It's
Yeah.
a little dark, but cool.
I guess if you, yeah,
Thank goodness World War II veterans aren't as triggered as other people.
right.
Like, flashbacks.
And I figured to stay a little bit on topic tonight, I'd throw some of these in. So, Professor, what inspired you to write this essay? Me, the due date.
Yeah, fairly.
How many people go through school with that mindset, though, right?
Yeah.
Just go through. And
I wish that it motivated me as much as it should, but it didn't. Well, that was due today. I just love that there's a dog involved in
Right.
this one.
graduated. Still have no idea what I'm doing.
That's about right.
That was a good one. And then I love this.
Yeah.
Paid off my student loan. What year is it?
That's the frightening part about
Yes.
it. The debt involved.
Very much so.
Well,
I went to school for one semester and realized I hated it when it was free. And I said, "Yep, not going to continue this crap." And I'm grateful that I didn't.
You didn't.
No.
Well, look, I want to be clear to the audience. Okay. I'm not saying that people shouldn't go to college, right?
I am.
But no, because there's a need for it. There is a need for it.
Yeah.
Can you? Okay, let me hear your argument.
So it's a pretty straightforward thing. Like if you want to play football, cool. Good means sports in general. College is great for sports. For education, I think it's completely useless at this point because anything you need to know to get a job, you think. I used to have this argument with teachers in math when we couldn't use calculators and stuff.
Yeah.
So do you think if I get a job working on rockets, they're going to let me just fucking go off of my brain? They're probably going to have, I don't know, maybe reference materials, tools, calculators, things that I can use to make sure that I do it well because it's crucial.
Right.
When you're working in a machine shop, you know what they have? Tons and tons of super precision tools to make sure you're doing it right.
Right.
Because they don't just count on what you learned back in the day. So education, for the most part, is a way to make sure that you have some basis of how to research or how to think, or that's what it should be.
To a
And it's
degree.
just freaking not anymore.
Yeah.
All the information they give you is available for free. You just don't have a curriculum to guide you through it. So it's people's lack of initiative that make school necessary, in my opinion.
Well, what about if you want to be a neurosurgeon?
What if you do?
You have to have some kind of schooling for that. Where are you going to get the information? Where are you going to get the practice?
The practice is the important part.
Right.
Not you don't get that in school.
Yeah, you do.
No, you
Yeah,
don't.
They have to go through several years of like externships and
that's not
do
from the
work in
school.
the field. It is. It's part of your curriculum.
They put
It's
it
part of the
together,
curriculum,
but
yeah.
you're telling me that wouldn't happen or couldn't happen without a school?
Potentially.
Internships are given all the time, with or without education. A lot of times without,
Yeah.
because they look for somebody who's motivated to do the job that they're applying for, and they say, "Hey, are you willing to work for nothing for 2 or 3 years?" And they go, "Yep, because I'm hungry and I want to learn this."
Yeah.
It doesn't require a school, and that person, that employer, many times pays for them to go to school to educate them.
I would feel better going in for heart surgery for somebody who went to school. That's all I got to say.
I totally,
someone that didn't have an honorary degree.
Christine.
Well, I totally understand where you're coming from, but I don't think that a university or traditional university.
Christine's going to make coffee.
All right, Christine. Hey,
just fill it with water and press the button. Here's more grounds if you need them. It's still pretty full because I fucked it up. So you do it, you girl, you go, girl.
Still really good.
I'm trying to control my movements here because I'm fucking buzzing.
Nice.
Anyway,
I'm noticing you're definitely.
You need a little downer in there.
Yeah. All right. I'm trying to try some honey. No. So like, I just don't think it's necessary, especially because all of the things that you can get from a school education wise, you can get without it now. Peterson Academy exists. There's a ton of online resources. And I don't think it's impossible to learn things without the universities.
Oh, I don't either. No,
Yeah.
I totally agree with that.
Yeah. I don't think it's necessary.
But how many people have that kind of
Drive.
ambition and drive
Exactly.
to it?
So here's the thing.
So,
You can go to school and pass with D's. Do you want your heart surgeon to be a D student? You don't know though, do you?
No, you don't.
Because when you go to your
never know.
doctor, you don't how many years has he been in practice before? Who gives a shit where he went to school?
Right.
Because it really doesn't matter at the end. It's the practice, it's what they're good at. So my point being that if they never went to school and they've got 10 years in the business and they've never killed anybody and they've got lots of good reviews and whatever, do you care where they went to school? It doesn't matter, but they might have a lot of debt. You know, they also might have had a real fun time. I don't know, but D is passing, and you can be a shitty doctor. Who's
or
got
the
a degree.
president of the United States, as we found with Biden. He was in the lower 80%
Because
or lower 20%. What was it?
Because he figured out a long time ago.
20%, wasn't it?
Yeah,
Something
lower
like that.
20% law. Yeah.
Those are guys who figured a long time ago that, hey, you know what? Public office is fucking great. All you have to do is be willing to bullshit, kiss some ass,
You gotta
play the game.
have a pulse.
Yeah.
Essentially.
Have a pulse and no soul.
Yeah, pretty much.
I mean,
You have to stay awake.
Bernie's been there for how long?
Oh, geez.
And he's still got new people that are like, man, he's a great guy. And he's an absolute piece of shit. His whole platform is based on lies and crap, you know? So, but what's his educational background?
I don't know.
I don't either. And I bet you he won't let it be public.
No, I'm sure not.
I don't know, but I learned a new word from him because I'd never really heard it very often. That was the oligarchy thing.
Oligarchy.
Yeah, I mean,
It's like oligarchy.
oligarchy.
Oligarchy. He's a dumbass.
He is. He truly is.
But what you have to understand, there's billionaires that just ripping everybody off. Hey, don't you have like 9 houses? Fuck off! Don't talking about me. I'm not one of them. But no, it's those guys, those bad guys that are in the pocket of all the. I hate him so much. Anyway,
That's funny.
so yeah, so I don't think school's necessary at this point. I think a lot of people that go to school and finish are genuinely disappointed with what they did. You know, had some good times, probably a lot of core memories. You know, a lot of people go there for their MRS degrees. You know, but that's just kind of a cultural thing. Catch that one? You guys know what an MRS degree is?
What's that?
MRS. Well,
Yeah,
that's where you go to BYU for.
Bam! Roasted. Okay, cool.
Okay.
Nana, brother. So now that we got totally off the rails.
We're not off the rails. It's kind of fun. Why is it that people are so down? People like me are so down on education. I bet it has a lot to do with this shit.
Probably. I mean, well, all the money that's been thrown at it, and we're sitting at the bottom of all the other countries.
And the prices keep going up.
Yeah.
Tuition has gotten to the point like an automobile.
Well, here, I'll give you some ideas.
Let's hear some stats.
Yeah.
I think this is on the back page here. Yeah.
I remember Backpage. You remember Backpage?
Yeah.
Yeah, we did.
Oh, there we go.
That guy's in prison.
Yeah. So, let's talk Ivy school.
Okay.
So if you go to Ivy League college or a private college, you're looking at 55,000 to 70,000 plus a year before living expenses.
Yeah, that's just tuition.
Just tuition.
That's tuition.
So you got to look at room and board on top of that, and then of course if you get any kind of
Scholarship.
grants or scholarships, whatever, then that helps. But so Harvard's undergraduate tuition from 24 to 25 averaged around 56,550, and that was just a tuition. So some Ivy total costs to attend, which is tuition, fees, room, and board, is upwards towards 85,000 to 90,000 plus a year. Money well spent.
Yeah.
This is what kills me, though. So that's Ivy League.
Mhm.
Now let's go to a state university, ASU, whatever.
Yeah.
So huge difference. So tuition there, if you're an in-state,
Yeah.
Yeah. In states,
Student,
definitely different.
whatever.
Yep.
So just under 10,000 a year.
Yeah. What's crazy though is what would it cost for somebody out of state to go to ASU?
Well, then that's on here too.
Yeah.
That's upwards to 28,000 plus a year. So
Double.
yeah,
That's
almost.
double.
Yeah.
Just dumb.
Essentially.
It's
And so the nationwide average, though, for in-state tuition is, I guess that's combining both local and out of state, runs just under 12,000.
We got Cuban Rambo saying hi there as a
Hey.
new subscriber to our channel too.
Hey, but we can't just leave right there with state universities. Then we have community colleges.
Oh yeah, that's
You
where
know.
how am I at?
So community college is about just a little over $3,500 a year,
that
For the-
seems so
for-
cheap.
doesn't it? After
Yeah,
hearing
it's
those
like-
others, yeah.
But I'm sure that you're not getting as good of facts or information as you would get for the $80,000. Clearly, you're going to get better information, right? Like history will be different, and
Higher
know,
paid
better math.
Oh, yeah,
professors.
yeah.
It's got to be right.
Well,
'Cause
yeah, your history you
How could it not? I
I
mean,
mean, be
'cause-
indoctrination versus history.
Yeah.
but,
well, you
know.
get what you pay for,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
So, like, I mean, if I'm going to pay $80,000, clearly it has to be a better education than the shit I learned at community college, doesn't it? No. What do you mean? Are you telling me that math is the same regardless of the building that I learned it in?
You mean they use the same textbooks?
Wait a minute. Books.
What are those?
This information's available in books, not books that I could get outside of a school, right?
Sometimes no.
Okay, it is secret information.
A lot of times yes.
Okay.
Especially if the book, like if a new version came out, you
Right.
can buy it used on
Oh yeah.
wherever. But typically, if it's for a specific class, like my community college,
Right.
you couldn't buy it anywhere else. You had to buy it from them.
Well,
It
you gotta
wasn't
buy
like
whatever
a
their book
website
is.
you can go to buy it. You had to buy it from the school.
Right, because
So-
algebra's
It depends.
constantly changing. You need the newest version of algebra, or you're going to fall behind. You dumbass. Is that an algebra book from 2 years ago? No wonder you're failing.
The math you'll never use in your life again.
Oh, jeez.
It's the new math.
I just always said, like, if I can't make it as what I want to make it as, I'm not going to fall back on nuclear physics. I don't think I need calculus. Pretty sure I don't need high level math, but they were certain that I did. Like, oh no, he didn't do good at algebra 2. Guess what? I don't give a shit. And again, if by some chance I land a job in an industry where that's really important, I'm pretty sure they're going to have reference materials, i.e., or tools, or I don't know, a calculator for me to use. And they're going to make sure that I do it well. I just don't see this thing where they're like, you don't remember the formula? What the hell? You know, like, or just count on me remembering it. That's one of the things about education that just drives me absolutely
Yeah.
nuts. It's just, again, it's all information that's available that It doesn't disappear unless, it's not like it's a moon landing tape or something.
Right.
You know what I mean? There's still copies of the book around. You don't need to go pay these kind of prices to then again, like that's tuition. It doesn't include your books.
No, and books are expensive.
Are ridiculously expensive. Even though you don't need them because all this shit's available online. We live in a computer age. It's insane. Okay.
So Rambo says, I tried college. As soon as I finished my first semester, then I realized there was no guidance in which way to go. Ended up moving towards the trades. Best decision I ever made. Amen.
Yeah,
100%.
You probably just make money.
Amen.
Probably just make good money.
And you make good money.
Oh yeah.
Like, so I don't want to derail you.
No,
but
I can jump in with that kind of information.
Cool. I'll give you some of my story, my backstory. Yeah. You know me for a while. You always know me for a while. I decided at 32 that I wanted to go back to college because I never finished college.
Yep.
And somehow in my brain, I thought I was going to find a career that would make better money than I was making at the time.
Yeah.
And, I was very undecided what I wanted to do. Originally, I was going to go be a physical therapist. Was my first avenue I was going down.
Yeah.
Then I decided not to because I realized it was like $170,000 to get a physical therapy degree. So then I switched to nursing and I was going to go into nursing. Mm-hmm. Found out there was a 3.5 year wait to get on the nursing list to even go to school.
What?
So, I ended up becoming an EMT, which I never worked as an EMT.
Just figured it out.
It was a great accomplishment, I think, because it's not an easy test. It's not an easy thing to do. So I was real happy I was able to do it.
How'd you do that without going to school?
I did.
How'd you do that without going to school?
No, I went to school.
Yeah. How long do you have to go to school for?
That was 1 semester.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And they put you to work and all the shit you needed to learn.
Yeah,
you needed to
exactly.
know. You figured it the fuck out, right? Yeah. They didn't just go, what? Don't you remember?
But
anyway,
I started in my current field back in 2007, right? And
Mm-hmm.
I've worked my way up over the years and I make a damn good salary right now. And to get out to be like even a physical therapist, I think only starts at 80 grand a year.
Yeah.
So wait, you're telling me I'm going to pay 170,000 for a degree,
right,
but I'm only going to start at 80 grand a year. That just didn't seem logical to me. When I'm making more than that, doing what I'm doing now. And I didn't go to school for this.
No, because you don't, again, information that you need for particular jobs is going to be specific to the job. And there's not a degree that's going to cover because you don't know where you're going to start working. The only way that it makes any sense is if you're in a job or at a company and they say, hey, we need you to go back to school. That makes sense to me.
Yeah.
We need you to go get a degree in applied retardedness or whatever it is that they want to send you for because it's important for that particular job.
Right.
Like, well, hey, we need you to take an accounting course because you suck at keeping books, whatever the case may be. I don't have any issue with that. But the idea of going to school to start your career is so wildly pointless to me. Not even taking into account all the dumbasses that go and get sociology degrees and basket weaving degrees and all those useless degrees anyway. But people who go even into engineering fields or computer science fields and have the delusion of, oh, this will help. It really won't. The statistical data on that, I think, is a little misleading because they give you this impression that with a degree, you're going to make more, but you're really not. You just have to be good at what the hell it is. And we've seen that time and time again, especially in like applied computer sciences and STEM fields where it's like, if you just do the shit that you're interested in, you can get on at a company, no problem. They'll hire people as interns. You just have to be able to do what it is they want. Having a degree in computer science won't get you an internship any more than just being good at fucking around with computers.
Right.
You know what I mean? Walk in, show them what you can do. They'll hire you for an internship because they're not going to pay you dick anyway. So what's the difference in going to school, getting tons of debt to go get a job that pays you nothing? At least go in broke.
She lost the lid to the coffee pot. I fell behind the fridge.
Oh, shit. Wait a minute. It doesn't work without the lid, does it? Does it?
No,
it pushes the button up.
We Did you make the pot of coffee already and then lost it, or was it before you made the pot of coffee?
That's funny.
Who's gonna go move the fridge?
Whoops!
I can do it. I've got the energy.
Oh, it's just gonna pick up the
fridge.
No, but I mean, to go back to to go back to your earlier point, that's why I think a trade school is an awesome way to go, because so you go to school to be a doctor, right?
Mm-hmm.
You learn from books other than the labs that you do and maybe the externship you do at the end of your, semesters, right? But a trade school, they teach you real world scenarios. And I think
real skills.
and I think it really prepares you for the world when you go into whatever careers you're going into.
Yeah. Well, I was trying to get stats on that.
Okay.
But they don't. The reporting from trade schools isn't the same as colleges, so that information was kind of hard for.
They're not trying to pad
for
the
my
numbers
AI
either, so
assistant to put together. But
the Cuban guy, what was it? Cuban
Rambo
made kind of what I think is a great point. He went and kind of went, oh shit, this is a waste.
Mm-hmm.
And I think a lot of people find that out. And it's not what I think college is best for is when you're not ready to necessarily start life and you need a little bit more life, because college, it will expose you to a lot of stuff you didn't see in high school. A lot of people, a lot of scenarios. The unfortunate thing is, as we're going to get to, is there's a lot of indoctrination and brain rot that goes along with it in the current climate, that it is pretty evident that a lot of stuff that gets sold at schools under the guise of education is really harmful to us as a society.
Mm-hmm.
And that's my opinion. But I think it's pretty evident when you look around. I know that we've all been touched by it at some point in our life through family members and whatnot, where you just go, what happened to you?
Yeah.
Oh, I went to college. Shit. Yeah. Anyway, so why are we falling behind?
I don't know.
Do you know that there's this is my favorite thing that we discovered. Did you know you can have a word? Yeah, the word. It's not improper to spell words incorrectly.
We looked that up, Keith. So.
Did you?
Yeah, because so there's a OECD is the Organization for Economic Co-op and Development. Organizations. If you type that in, it's spelled wrong for Americans. It's spelled like they spell it in Britain.
Yeah.
And it's spelled like they spell it in France. But development is also spelled different in British and French, but they spell that right in their acronym breakdown of it.
Mm-hmm.
This is really less impactful if you're not looking at it. So it doesn't mean
catches your eye.
So yeah, if you want to have some fun, type in OECD, search it, look at the Wikipedia, look at how they spell organization. It'll make you think you can't read. But then
it's organization.
Organization.
SATION.
Yeah, it's wrong. But then if you look it up, deeper, they go, no, it's not wrong. It's how they spell it over there. And I'm like, but there's other words there that also should be spelled incorrectly.
It's that participation trophy, right?
What's weird is if there's an English version of it, I'm reading it in English, but it's spelled wrong for English. What the? I don't get it.
I do want to tell Christine something since she's listening. There is on top of the fridge, there's a brown box that has a brand new coffee pot in it.
Oh yeah.
You can grab that one. Just make sure you rinse it out real good before you use it. We bought it because our other pot broke, so we had to get an extra one.
Yeah.
So
because the lid doesn't stay on.
Yeah.
The lid filled.
The little plastic button that holds the lid on. Because I dropped the lid off pouring the water in too, but it didn't fall behind the fridge. So.
Yeah, there is a new pot that we never opened yet.
So the question would be
organization?
No. So we were talking about this whole PISA and OECD thing.
That PISA place,
this program for international student assessment. It's showing it that Americans are falling way behind. Reading, science, average, U.S. math below OECD averages, and it says countries like Singapore, Japan, and Finland are leading the pack. We all know that. We've all known that for a long time.
Yeah.
So then this next question is important. Are American students lazy, or is the system lazy? I must say, as American students, the push to go to college is so societal now. Like, you watch those on, the on-campus debates and stuff, and some of these kids are such arrogant pricks about the fact that, like, well, I'm going to college, so I'm better than you. And it's like, you're not. You're just an asshole. And you don't know anything more than anyone else does. All the information you're paying a lot of money to learn is available for free. But something about that I'm going to college thing, I think that's a laziness, because you don't know what you want to do. You don't have any real direction. I'm just going to go to college for 4 years and I'll figure it out.
Right.
That's where you get into trouble.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because in the meantime.
So the top 10 college degrees that are the least
useful,
the ones who take these courses or get these degrees don't end up working in those fields. So I compiled the top 10
degrees that they give out.
Yeah.
Now, did you separate it by men and women?
That would be sexist.
It would also be accurate.
It would be,
because there's more women going to school than men.
Yeah. So the number one field where many students don't end up in the field is in the psychology department.
No way.
Mm-hmm. Many psychology grads intend to go into counseling or clinical practice, but often pivot into sales or HR, marketing, or business management due to limited entry-level clinical roles.
Or adult probation.
There's just not a place for them.
No, because there's only so many psychologists, and they all need therapy too after going to college for 4 years.
And then you have your English and literature majors. So these graduates often imagine careers as authors and editors or even teachers, but many transition to fields like corporate communications, tech writing, PR, or even unrelated areas like finance or law. And then the fine arts. Ooh. That's a good degree for you right there.
Right up there with basket weaving.
Yeah, degrees in painting, sculpture, or studio arts often lead to careers outside the arts due to limited financial opportunities. Yeah. Starving artists, right? So,
yeah, exactly.
So many grads go on into teaching, design, corporate work, or hospitality.
Fucking waiters.
Sociology.
Oh boy, that's my favorite.
While the focus is on understanding society and behavior, graduates often end up in marketing, criminal justice, support roles, or in administration or IT.
Doesn't that tell you a lot right there? It's like, I was getting into sociology, but I realized how fucked up we really are. So I'm not. I'm
going to become an IT guy.
Well, the funny part about that is
or criminal. What'd you say?
Criminal justice.
Right?
What it doesn't specify is that actually should say criminal justice system, because a lot of them just end up being fucking homeless and robbing people up and being on drugs. Because sociology is a useless fucking degree.
The history degree.
The irony of this is just hilarious.
So often chosen for passion, history majors frequently find themselves in law, government, business management, or completely unrelated tech and sales fields. So,
or homeless.
Homeless. Philosophy. Number 9, or no, it's number 6 is philosophy. Known for developing strong critical thinking skills, philosophy majors frequently migrate into law, politics,
perfect,
tech, or corporate strategy jobs rather than academia.
Also great. No corporate strategy. Well, I think it was Nietzsche who said, "Go fuck yourself. Have a nice degree." I love it.
So for this next one, it was probably a good thing you had like CNN come along and MSNBC and all that, but the communications,
the 24-hour news cycle has helped a lot of these people wind up having jobs.
Oh yeah.
It's hilarious that most of these should be electives. The idea that you majored in something like this, like philosophy, should be an elective. It should help support your ability to think and have a decent life. The idea that a philosophy major, it's so stupid. It just seems so stupid to me. It's you're going to read a bunch of books and wax intellectual about shit. Okay, cool. What's your degree in? Like literally, what is your degree in philosophy? What did you learn?
Right.
I learned how to read books. You didn't know how to read books already? You could do that for free. And then you can think about shit also for free. I have a degree. Oh, okay. What can you do now? Well, now I can read and fucking think. I don't understand. And how do you fail? Anyway, I'm sorry. How's the coffee coming?
Yeah, I hope it's coming along. So these communication graduates, they often end up doing real estate or corporate sales, HR, and digital marketing, areas with stronger job growth because communications only has limited space.
Did you guys let the dogs out before we started the show?
Who let the dogs out?
Why? Just because they have to pee every once in a while?
Well, because she's looking at me, so I was just curious.
Oh,
I don't know that we
I'm
did.
sorry, we didn't.
Not right before the show. No.
Okay.
Hey,
Sure.
Christine.
Or I didn't. I'm sorry.
No, what's he saying there? Hold on a second. Edward Bernays. Is that Bernays, right?
Oh, sorry.
Edward Bernays was the father of psychology advertising. Yeah.
Christine let the dogs out.
What I think he means. Oh,
All right.
so psychological advertising, I think is what he means. He means figuring out how to brainwash people through advertising. So did he have a degree? That's what I wonder.
That dude?
Yeah.
Ed
Bernays. I'm going to Google him while you
All
continue
right.
reading
Do it.
stuff.
All right. Number 8, political science. So many intend to go into law or government service, but end up working in business, finance, consulting, or corporate sectors that value analytical and writing skills. Biology, number 9. Without medical school or advanced degrees, many biology majors pivot to pharmaceutical cells, teaching, or even completely unrelated business fields. So that made me think of my best friend from high school. He got his mortuary science degree, shortly after high school. And he ended up doing it wasn't pharmaceutical cells, but he went into applying or medical.
Tools and stuff.
Yeah. Scalpels and all that kind of
sales
stuff.
or
cells. Yeah.
There's good money in that.
He did all right. Now he works for Boeing.
Oh, there you go. Wow, what a change, huh? Jeez.
Now he makes wings for the 757 or whatever.
Hoping to keep them out of the mortuary, right?
Yeah. Let's see. And then the last one, anthropology or archaeology. Yeah. Those would be fun.
It would be fun.
But
That's
wow.
a hobby.
Yeah. That's kind of one of those kind of things you have to go out and make your own, kind of job, I guess. I mean, who do you go work for? The Smithsonian?
I've known people who wanted to do that, be anthropologists and stuff, and it's like, what are you gonna do? Like,
I mean, I think archaeology is a fun field. I mean,
archaeology
shit you
is cool,
discover and
but
everything,
but this is another
it's
one
all
of those
grant
things.
money, isn't it?
Well, it is when it's backed by government
Right.
stuff, but again, it's not something that you can't do. You can go dig. You can.
You can.
So it's just a matter of finding a place where people will let you dig, and then finding something interesting, and then keeping the fucking government from stealing it from you.
Anyway,
so yeah,
that's the top 10.
Yeah, there you go.
I love it.
Dead end degrees.
Dead end degrees.
Yeah,
DEDs, right?
So what's interesting is I'm having trouble figuring out if Brene.
That's why that sounded familiar. Brene.
Yeah,
So we were trying to figure out the dude that painted the superstition.
Oh, yeah. That's right. His name is Brene.
So Edward Lois Brene is accredited for.
Was that Lois or Lewis?
Lewis.
Okay.
Lewis. Well, he
turned into
weird,
Lois.
Yeah, later on he became a Lois. He's a weird looking dude. Anyway, he went to Cornell, and it says it's BS. So I don't know if that means it's bullshit or he got a bachelor in science. It doesn't mean he's married to Doris Fleischman. Doris Fleischman.
The butter person? Or was it Fleischman? They'd been dressing or something.
This
right?
is the thing. It doesn't. I didn't get that far into it, but Fleischman was a writer and public relations executive and feminist activist. Some member of the Lucy Stone League, which is a bunch of bitches that used to complain about stuff. She was the first married woman to be issued a United States passport in her maiden name because she was that kind of a bitch. Like,
I want it in my name. Screw that guy. Just because I married him doesn't mean I should take his freaking name. I'm at him more than he does.
Seriously, bitch. Who cares? Like, you know what I mean? Lucy Stone League. Ugh.
It's weird being on this side of the table. I got to tell you, it's strange.
However, their
I'm
child.
warmer over here.
I bet it is. I'm wearing a tank top.
So they had a kid named Anne Bernays, and she's an author, American novelist, editor, and teacher.
Wow.
And she didn't go to school at all.
Imagine it.
Interesting, because it's almost like if you're a good writer,
You can
you
sell a
could
book.
just write fucking stories that people want to hear. So this is that's one of those funny things, like in these careers that you have here, or these.
Which one are you looking for?
Well, English and fucking history and shit, and it's like there's a certain level of like, especially fine arts. You're either okay or good at it, or you're not. Like fine arts degrees to me are the biggest just grift ever. Like if you don't have some talent, what are you doing? Like,
No.
I'm gonna go to fine arts, learn how to sculpt. No, like people who know how to do that shit are good at it. They know how to do it. It's inherent. Learning some techniques is sometimes important, but again, to get a degree in fine arts is just one of the most ludicrous things I've ever heard of in my life. And I know this because I went to college for theater for one semester, and I went, oh, this is a fucking grift because I'm good at acting.
Yeah.
And then I took one semester with a TA, and I went, oh, this guy's a fucking moron. And there's no way in hell I'm going to pay thousands of dollars to learn shit from people who don't know anything that I don't already know.
Right.
Which is, again, what most of these sort of degrees are. It's information that you either already know or inherently good at, or shit you can figure out on your own. It's not secrets of the universe. Like philosophy is insane that's a degree.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's you thinking on new levels and new things. We do that all the time. It's what we do on the podcast. It's just like free thinking and like, oh, I need a degree. Why? For what?
Christine's got coffee.
Oh.
Bring it on, girl.
Hey, that looks even darker than what we made.
How'd you get it so
But it looks
hot?
full.
I like it.
Because I know how to make good.
Oh, that is a brand new pot, isn't it?
No,
Yes.
that's the old one.
Oh, is
The
it?
new one's too
Oh.
big.
She crawled
Oh, is it really?
Did you crawl under the fridge and get the lid out?
No, that's the lid from the new one.
Okay.
Okay, I was going like that's
I got you.
not broken.
I said the lid looks pretty new to me.
Anywho. So where are we at with the next pot?
I don't know. Where'd we get to?
We got to the end of stupid ass
so-
degrees.
Okay.
Oh, we need half and half.
So I decided. Oh, did the half and half disappear?
I took it down there because I didn't want it to rot.
Ah, yeah.
Turn it to hole and hole.
So I decided to ask about percentages of college graduates, just all degrees rolled together.
Mhm.
What percentage of college graduates actually go into fields that they study
Okay. Yeah.
for,
Yeah.
as
yeah.
opposed to graduates from tech schools that go into the fields that they,
Interesting comparison.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, well, I know. I mean, it's two different kind of things, but you're making a mess.
Fuck off.
So it was kind of surprising. So as an average, this says about 75%, which I thought sounded really kind of high
That's
of
That's-
college.
So
students.
75%
That
of
does
people who
seem-
go into the field that they're intending. That's
Yeah.
that's
That seems high.
That's not true.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that seems
high.
really high to me too. So I don't know if I believe that or not.
There's paper towels in the studio.
But
The control room.
it says 52% of those are in jobs that don't require a degree, but it's still related.
Right.
So they really didn't need
They didn't
degree,
need it, but yeah.
but
But hey,
they got that job anyway.
went into the field.
Yeah. And after 10 years of those fine graduates, 45. See, this doesn't make sense to me, because if 75% get jobs in related fields, after 10 years, 45% are still underemployed, not unemployed. So they're still not making the kind of money they could have. They're underemployed.
Expected to make.
So
going into their
for that
fields.
field that they had tried to excel in.
What's that?
Can you pour me some?
Fuck you. Get your
Since you're already making a mess and you got the paper towel over there.
Yeah, fair enough.
So, but this is pretty good.
Oh, don't spill on yourself.
Uh-oh. 7.
It's warm.
All right. So trade school.
I got it.
Oh, I wanted. Yeah, that's the numbers I wanted.
Yeah. 90 to 98%
That's expected.
within 6 months of
Graduation. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, because it's shit that people need.
Thank you, sir.
And the big difference. So if you're one of them poor schleps that graduated with a really expensive college degree.
No racial slurs, please.
I'm sorry. They're going to be paying that debt from the student loan for supposed to be 10 years, but most of them get drug out to about 20 years if they're lucky. Or,
if you're lucky.
Yeah. Where the tech school people are usually done within 3 years.
Yeah.
3 to 5 years, whatever.
Yeah.
Pay it off.
Because they're actually making good money. Like,
Right. Yeah, exactly.
Go learn how to weld. Learning how to weld takes, 6 months, and the fucking money you can make.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Welding's a great field. It's a great
and
field.
even if you get into the specialties of it, it's even crazier.
Like
the amount of
underwater
money.
welding and shit like that.
Just I'm an asshole. God, I'm a terrible host. Good thing I don't have parties. But no, but yeah, I mean, obviously water welding is insanity. But they're just even using alloys, you know what I mean?
Oh yeah.
TIG welding, that kind of stuff is
and it's highly sought after too.
Yeah,
it's not like it's a
fucking hard.
Yeah.
Shit. I mean, I worked in machining, low level machining, and they paid really, really well. You know what I mean? You get into being a machinist on high level, and it pays great. Everything that's military grade is done by machinists. And real high precision stuff on aircrafts, all of the military stuff. And there's a ton of money in it. It's mind blowing. And those, you don't even need trade schools.
Yeah.
You just have to go show up. They'll teach you everything you need to know.
That's right. I did read about that. So a lot of those trade schools, they have the on the job type of training, and you end up not with any debt at all.
Well, and that's what's funny is if you just look around, even just in a market like Arizona, and see how many actual machine shops exist, and how many of them are always looking for people to learn. A 5-axis machine is a fucking Rubik's cube of a machine to learn how to use. But if you go in there, you don't have to know anything. If you can stand up and you can think decently and you have basic, communication skills, and you can read, they'll teach you how to use the machine.
Yeah.
They'll teach you how to take care of tools, touch stuff off. The amount of knowledge you need to start using machines is really, really basic. But the amount of money you can make if you can actually do the work, because it's not easy.
Right. Yeah.
If you're an ADHD person, it can be impossible. But if you're relatively well adjusted and you can learn how to calm your mind down, it's a great way to make a shitload of money.
Well, I'll tell you what my problem with degrees. It even freaking bug on my nose. Some landed on my nose.
Delicious.
Even if you do go get a degree, you want to get a degree, that's fine. But it's so an associate's degree is 60 credits. Bachelor's is 120. Okay. Out of that associate's degree, 30 of those credits are bullshit stuff that you have to take to get that degree.
Basics.
That's where I have a problem with it, because all it is colleges want money. That's all it is. I don't need to take half the shit that I took. Give me the stuff that's relevant to the degree I'm trying to get. Make that my core courses. When I complete those courses, I get that degree. right? Why do I have to do 60 credits of something that's never going to pertain?
You're never going to get that part of your life.
No,
I think it's crate training.
It's what?
Crate training. Literally, it's teaching you how to be a good follower of what we're telling you to do.
But possibly. It's kind of warm.
It's what school is. It's what school is in general. Is like, show up at this time, you get to sit here for this long, you listen to this, take your notes, all this stuff. It's just really kind of training you to be, I don't know, slave is the right word, but like it is sort of just teaching you how to not think. Don't think for yourself. Don't try to do anything weird. These are the pegs you need to fill to be useful in society. It's a programming thing.
But it's always been that way since the beginning of time.
I agree.
Right? Since the beginning of time.
I agree. It's just we've got the shift has happened as leaders have changed and I guess goals have changed, over time. It becomes it becomes important to have lots of people that are expendable and that can do things that we need them to do. Because why in the hell why has education gone to the point where they allow this many people to take useless classes?
Right. Yeah.
Money.
It can't be that. These are obviously institutions of higher learning, and they're there because they want people to succeed in life. They want people to become useful members of society that think well and that
they
provide for their families.
Yes.
Yeah. They want us to provide. They certainly don't want to like start race wars or anything weird like that, because that would be.
Well, and you think about the salaries, right, that go into these colleges. And I know of one, I'm not going to mention any names or where.
Oh, sorry.
But I know of one, what do they call him? The president of the college was making $800,000 a year.
Yeah. Administrators.
How do you justify that?
Dude, that rolls down into high school.
But how do you justify that?
Because there's money involved.
But there's teachers making shit money.
Mm-hmm.
There's also teachers making good money.
Yeah, I'm not saying that they're not.
Tenured teachers make good money. And then when you consider how much they actually work, and this is where we'll get into fist fights, how much work do they put in? How many days a year do they work? And how much do they get paid? Well, it varies. If you're tenured, you can make a lot of good money. If you're a professor, holy shit.
Yeah, they make.
And again, how much work are they doing? It tends to go the higher you go up, the less work you have to do.
Yeah.
If you're a published professor,
God, I wish that was the case in my career.
You don't have to do shit.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because you're tenured and you've got a reputation and you've got published works. How much real work are you doing? Probably very little. Probably a few hours a week. You have to go into a class, you lecture, you talk about whatever the fuck you want. And they pay you a great salary. You assign work, people have to do the work, and you have your TAs grade everything.
Yeah. Well, my brother's a professor at a Cambridge University, and he does a lot of after hours stuff like grading papers and stuff like that.
Does he really?
Yeah. Oh,
He's fucking doing it wrong.
Yeah, he does. Yeah, he seriously does.
He's doing it wrong. You got TAs for that kind of shit. They shouldn't be having a great pay.
He's running his company.
Well, that's it. But him running his company is completely unrelated to the fact that he's a professor.
Yeah.
The fact that he's a professor doesn't mean his success in life is unrelated to him being a professor.
Of course, yeah, definitely.
Yeah, so I have to separate. I'm curious, what was Cuban, what the fuck? Why can't I remember what he said?
Well, they were saying indoctrinated. Christine said they're training to be robots. And a robot lobotomized.
Oh, I think that's a good idea. But I was curious what Cuban Rambo went to school for, but I guess it doesn't matter. But it should be dictated by.
He said the trades. He went into the trades. So I don't know. He didn't.
Well, I know, but I was wondering what he went to school for initially. But either way, think that teachers should be by their academic scores. I don't know that they necessarily should be, but it would be an interesting way to kind of make it matter. Like if their salaries were based on performance, I mean, that's kind of the way other markets work. If you do shitty work, should you get paid more just because you've been there longer? Like, I'm a horrible freaking, instructor at this thing, but I get paid to do it. I've been doing it for 15 years. Everybody that I've talked to is dumber for knowing me. But my salary has continued to increase because I've been here a long time. Yeah. That's basically what teachers get is tenure. I've been here a long time and I haven't been fired. Well, so you've managed to not sexually harass anybody or offend anybody to a degree that you've been fired, because what it takes to stay in a teaching job is a lot less than what it takes to get fired from a teaching job.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You pretty much just don't make any waves, and don't kill anybody. It's kind of the same level as being a parent. You know what I mean? Like, did you murder any of your children? No, they're all still alive. None of them like me.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But hey, they're all alive. So success. As a teacher, I didn't kill anybody. Nobody learned shit from me, but I didn't kill anybody. Oh, cool. Were there any major complaints? Nope. Nothing really. Talk to all my students. They'll tell you who. I don't remember that bitch. Because you have a teacher for how long? 1 year?
Yeah.
1 semester?
Yeah, 1 year.
So
one
your
semester, yeah.
your impact on children, if you're not a good teacher, is so minimal compared to the teachers that you love and that really did their job well because they were passionate about it. You remember those teachers for the rest of your life because they affected you in a good, positive way.
Yeah.
I remember my favorite teachers, the ones that were good
Well, I do too.
and that mattered, because those are good teachers. They deserve to be paid more because usually they're working harder, or even better, they're just good at what they do. They should be compensated for that. And the ones that nobody remembers because all they did was not fuck up, we could do without them.
Yeah.
Or they could be replaced by teachers who are impassioned. I don't really know. I think, I don't know what the fuck.
This is good even without creamer.
Yeah.
Like I don't know half and half.
Doing
Very
black,
good.
pretty good.
And it's got caffeine in it too.
You know what?
What?
We haven't rolled Mr. Facts.
Oh, we have not.
No.
Have we?
That fat mother.
I think it's this one, right? Yeah.
I believe so.
All right. Here's a Mr. Facts fact of the week, or Mr. Facts corner, I guess. I don't know. Here we go.
Here's what the numbers say. Somewhere between 50% and 52% of college graduates wind up in jobs that don't require their degree or aren't even related to their major. That's right. You go to school for years, rack up debt, and there's a coin flip chance your first or even your 10th job won't use the education you just got. And it gets worse. That underemployment doesn't always vanish. Studies show that 10 years later, around 45% are still employed in roles that don't match what they studied. Now let's talk debt. The burden millions carry for decades. The standard federal student loan is structured for 10 years of repayment. But here's the real truth. Less than 40% of borrowers stick. Most take 20 years or more to pay off what they owe. To put it plainly, you could graduate at 22, get a degree job late or maybe never, and still be paying on student loans into your 40s or beyond. And that's not just a theoretical line on a balance sheet. It affects credit scores, life decisions, kids, homes, risk-taking, and mental stress. So next time someone sells you the college equals guaranteed success pitch, maybe remind them half the people end up doing something else, and many will spend a lifetime paying for it.
One of those AI kids looks so much like Minnie's.
Oh, wow. The one with the overbite? Yeah.
It was with the overbite and the glasses. Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Maybe we should talk about student debt.
Yeah.
I mean, it sucks, or it sucked.
Did
Oh,
you
yours
have
is,
some?
yours is paid off?
Mine's paid off.
Mine's
Good for
not.
you. Yours still isn't?
No.
Well, at least you're using the degree to make money.
No, yeah. Yeah.
Or not.
Yeah.
It'll be paid off by the time I'm 65.
Now, one good thing that came out of COVID was that they had kind of stopped charging interest on student loans.
That was
and,
good,
and the
yeah.
repayment and all that crap, you know. So it was a very long deferment without interest being added. And so as many people didn't pay their loans during that period of time, I paid extra.
Yeah.
And got it paid off without paying all the interest. So
I did not pay. I didn't give a shit. I really didn't. I was like, I don't want to pay this back, but I know I have to. And, you know,
No, you
it
don't
is-
have to.
Yeah, you do.
You should,
Yeah, you should.
but you don't have
I took
to.
it out. I need to pay it back.
Well,
that's
that's
one
which I
thing you
am.
can't declare bankruptcy on.
No.
You
No.
have
No.
to pay it.
You have to pay it back, and it does affect your credit. So
yeah. Deeper
yeah,
conversations.
definitely affects your
I
credit if you don't.
give a fuck about credit at all.
But no, I mean, it's sad because it really, when you take somebody who graduates, they're getting started in their career, they're not going to make great money off the bat, you know, and then they're expected. I mean, when you look at the repayment program, right? What was your monthly payment?
What was mine?
Yeah. You don't have to say it if you don't want to, but
No, it wasn't terrible. That's why I was able to make more or put more towards it. I think the total was about $90. I had the two different loans that I was paying on. So it was $90 combined a month. And I paid back $120 a month for all those months that I didn't have any interest being added to it.
Compound interest is a bitch.
I don't want to say what mine was.
Well, what's funny is compound interest works the other way too. So what's really cool is if you don't fucking go into debt in the first place, which is, that's the conundrum. And that it's along with the selling of school to people, there's also the selling idea of debt, something you're going to always have. And it's just not the case. It's just not the case.
You don't have to.
You don't have to, but we tell everybody that you do.
Right.
And we tell everybody that's normal, and we tell everybody that there's nothing wrong with it. But there is. So $90 a month is really not a lot of money.
No, it's
but
not.
it is when it's just taken off the top for no fucking reason.
Yeah.
So why would you just I just started working, let's say I didn't have any debt, and someone just said, hey, we're just going to take $300 from me every month. What for? Because it's normal. What? It's an instant pay decrease.
Yeah.
That why should you do that? Well, you shouldn't, because that same $90 put into savings,
compound interest,
huge,
yeah,
disgusting. And then I'm still blown away by how many people have never seen that displayed, like what compounds interest does. Like if you're, say, when you first start making money and you put 10% away and just never touch that, you could do that for 2 years and you'll retire a millionaire. People go, oh, that's horseshit. No, it's not.
It's not.
It's math, and it's terrifying because it makes you go, what the fuck am I doing with all my money?
Yeah, exactly.
You always like that. I don't like when you call it a riddle or whatever, but you guys say would
the penny a day.
Yeah, a penny a day for however many days it was, or 70 days or 75 days in a row or something.
Yeah.
Or would you take $100,000?
Yeah.
You know, what would you take?
Yeah, it doubles every day or something like
Yeah.
that. It's a compound interest thing that makes people go, that's just stupid. And then you go, yeah, you're dumb too. So whatever.
And you have a degree.
It's amazing. You know, I'm going to go out on a limb though and say it's a lot. Schools and student loans and that kind of crap, I bet it's a lot like walking into a dealership to buy a car, and you tell them, I'm going to pay cash for this thing, and they go, oh, no, I don't want you to pay cash, you know, because it screws everybody up.
Yeah, it's not nearly as appealing to them.
No.
Well, what's funny is the big difference there is the product. So a car has an actual tangible value. Like, for instance, when the dealership has a brand new car versus a used car, brand new car has an MSRP. They paid a certain amount to have it on their lot based on the manufacturer. A used car, you have no idea how much they have into it. Could be $1,000, could be $40,000. So what they sell it for all depends on what they have into it. New car, it never matters. That's why the shitty salesmen do new car sales. Good salesmen do used car sales.
Right.
That's where the real money's at. Yeah. Schools are offering something that society has sold ahead of time. So they don't even have to do the work. When you show up and apply to a school, hey, will you take my money? Like it's insane that's the thing, that there's actually an application process for higher priced schools. They have to be willing to let you give them money. It's such a scam and a racket. It's a financially motivated thing because education can be gotten without going to that school. 100%.
Let me ask you this. 40 years ago, would you have the same opinion about getting a degree?
Well, I wouldn't be allowed in the country because I'm Mexican. No, I'm just kidding. Would I have the same opinion?
Yeah.
I don't know. I really don't know because I didn't live in that time. 40 years ago, I was 8 years old. What I understood about life at that point was not enough to make that sort of idea. Like, I don't know anybody who had a degree. My mother retired from Boeing McDonnell Douglas. She never had a degree. She did, however, lie about having a degree.
That's a problem.
Is it? Because you know where she got all her information? From books. She learned how to do the work and said she went to a school that she did go to. She didn't graduate or finish, but she wrote down she had a degree. And the school went out of business, so it didn't really matter. And nobody gave a shit because she showed up and she did the work. and she was good at it. She retired a level 5 programmer analyst for McDonnell Douglas Boeing. And you know what? Nobody ever complained and said, what's her educational background? Because it doesn't matter if you can do the work. So again, it seems like a grift in many ways. Is it necessary? I don't think so. You make an argument that maybe it is somewhere, but outside of employers requiring it for some dumbass reason, there's nothing you get in school that you can't get outside of school.
And in today's day and age, I would lean more towards agreeing with you on that. And the reason I went back 40 years is we had no internet. We didn't have access to the information that we have today, right?
Not as easily,
Not as easily.
But it was still done.
It was still, it was there.
My mother learned programming
from
a fucking book.
Yeah. But I don't know. What do you think, Joey? Do you think it was necessary 40 years ago to get a degree?
I think it helped a lot more. Yeah. I mean, I would do things a whole lot different, if I could do it again, but
it's hard to say because I don't really know anybody who can stand on, I got a degree and it made my life better. Because
it just gives you more credibility.
Well, some credibility, but credibility, or at least degrees, to the best of my understanding, tend to help you get a job, but they don't necessarily make that a worthwhile job. One of the guys who I did work for was retired as a VP for McDonald's. He started as a janitor at McDonald's, mopping the floors after he got out of the military. And then he moved his way up. He didn't go to school. He just came out of the Army, started mopping floors, moved his way up and retired a VP, a very well-paid, has a beautiful house up in the Scottsdale Hills. And it's like, that's what I understand 40 years ago was like. Your work ethic, how much work you did, made a huge difference in where you ended up. And education, I think that was kind of the beginning of selling this shit. The Ivy League schools and stuff, as lawyers, doctors, those were the careers that I understood you needed education for, because there was such a huge amount of knowledge necessary to even begin that work. Just understanding precedents or learning how to look up legal precedents. That's a huge part of that job. And medical is all about research. Advancing in medical. Basic medicine is pretty straightforward and can be gotten out of books. But anything beyond that requires you to research and requires you to be involved in, new research and studies and all that stuff and new published works and staying up on that. And again, I think school helps you figure out how to do that, but it doesn't give it to you. Yeah. Because once you're out of school.
No, it's just like being a musician. I mean, either you have it
100%
or you don't.
Correct.
I mean, I've known musicians that are really students of the instrument, where they really study. They sight read and play things just wonderfully until you tell them to improvise, and then they fall apart.
And there's Jimi Hendrix.
So I think that's the same thing with school. I mean, you can be book smart and all that, but if you don't have it, you're just stuck in that with those blinders on. You have to stick to the books. So.
Yeah, no, I totally agree. It's tough because I do think that college is a good place for people to find themselves. I would just wish it wasn't such an absolute minefield of misinformation and kind of poisonous indoctrination, which I think is the biggest problem with college currently, is that it's hard to survive there if you have any sort of right-leaning ideology. You have to go undercover and you have to be incredibly strong-willed, because if you're just around a bunch of people that are on AT&T and you're on frickin', Nextel or whatever the hell is, like, dude, look how many fucking bars I got. What the fuck are you doing over there?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's like,
I've got cricket.
That's the thing. It's like, just that peer pressure fact of being in school and being around people. How long before you wound up, before you get a septum piercing and your hair's purple? I don't know. I'm grateful that I'm not going to college in the current climate, because it seems terrifying, because I don't know that I have the will, character, or strength to stand up to that sort of barrage. I don't have to hang out with a bunch of weirdos all the time. I have a real nice echo chamber of my life, some people in my family that I disagree with, and we don't hang around each other all the time because we know better, because we understand that there's going to be some shit where we're just not going to get along anymore. I weep for the kids who have to go to school and are forbid, confused or don't know what they think or don't have any real strong values or whatever. And they're going to go to school and they're going to get sucked into the.
See, they need to turn a medical degree into a trade school,
Yeah.
And why shouldn't they? Because it's very technical.
Yeah.
It should be a trade. So, and that goes back to the credits that you need.
Mm-hmm.
Like, how much time do doctors or lawyers spend in school that isn't focused on what their actual career is going to be?
Lot.
Yeah. And that's stupid and it's wasteful, but it also goes into that indoctrination sort of thing where there's something going on with schools that it seems to be almost a coordinated effort. Like, you get people that, why is it that way? Why is it that way? Why can't professors who think differently be out? Why is Jordan Peterson had his credentials removed? You know what I mean? Like, that's insane.
Yeah.
But it's because ideologically he doesn't fit with whatever that is. And, and I don't understand where that comes from. Who wants that?
He's an incredibly smart man, too.
He is. And there's a lot of incredibly smart people that are professors at universities that are still supporting just dumb shit because they want to keep the job, or I don't even understand what it is. I've always been blown away by, people who I would say are intelligent, who hold ideologies that to me are just dumb. Like, I'll make a good argument about it. I don't understand where it is that you like turn your brain off to the point where you say, no, I think that makes sense. Because you can't argue your way out of a fucking broom closet because you don't have a good point.
Wow.
But they still just live and die by that crap. Anyway.
Hey. That's beautiful, Jack.
Well said.
Can't argue with you.
You could, but you don't want it because you lose. I'm just kidding. No. Damn,
All
it's
right.
good coffee.
You got any other stats? Or are we done?
Well, I that was the important ones. Kind of got into the college or the student loan debt and all that, but I think Mr. Fax
Summed it up nicely.
Summed it up pretty well. So, yeah.
Want to do the whore?
The what?
I don't know. Nothing. Got a hooker. Did we do a hooker?
We didn't do one.
Do we want to do one?
You want to talk about a hooker?
No, I'm not really prepared to talk about a hooker.
We're not
Good.
ready. So we'll say
So,
that.
Jack, why don't you tuck that junk and do your best Lindsay impression right now?
Oh, I love hookers. Play the music. Play the music. Play the music. Play my song. Play the song. Do the song. Come on, do the song.
Hookers.
Oh, man.
That was not mean-spirited.
No, not at all. Not at all. Anyway, don't forget to go check out Red, White, and Badass Brew Coffee.
Fucking
It's good stuff.
It is good stuff.
Go online. You can order online. They have a lot of different types of coffee. So
This is not it's really hard to anybody to understand. I'm drinking this without creamer in it.
that's that's why I said that's not you
insane.
at all. Yeah,
No, it's not.
that's not you.
That's crazy. It's
So-
good. It's damn good.
So go check it out. Let them know that you heard about them on Coffee Table Chronicles, and hopefully we'll talk. Dustin into throwing up a code or something eventually for Coffee Table. So
Hell
we'll
yeah.
see what happens. But yeah, new sponsorship. Excited. They're going to send us coffee every month. So they send us the pumpkin. I'm excited about the pumpkin one. Really excited about that one. So
Drunken
Yeah.
pumpkin.
drunken pumpkin.
There's a theme here.
Yeah.
Not
And I
sure
noticed
what it
that
is.
this one has rum.
Yeah, that
on
one's
it,
got
and
whiskey.
the other one's
know.
got whiskey. So
Yeah.
it's like,
I don't know how that works as far as the flavor correlation. It doesn't matter.
Oh, Christine's drinking without creamer too. She says it's good.
Yeah.
All right. Well, Cuban, welcome to the show. Hopefully you come back. And I know you did subscribe to us, so we definitely appreciate that. And I'm sure we forgot to say hi to all the rumblers out there, but thanks for joining us, rumblers.
Tell
We
your
appreciate
friends,
it.
pass it around. We would like to get more people involved.
Yes.
And then we can pay better attention to y'all and hopefully get this ADD shit under control. we're trying to work out a format here. So any comments and help with that, we would love. I would love a feedback on it. Is it annoying to listen to us talk the way we do? You're looking for subject matters and stuff.
I don't want that kind of feedback.
I do. No. Well, we're Coffee Table Chronicles. So reality of it is, what we're trying to do here is have some good conversations about things that matter, culturally and just in general. Because we're all human beings. We're all living on this earth, and I think talking about shit makes society better.
I agree. I agree with.
I'd love to hear from other people who I don't already know. Because the people that I already know, I know that we agree. I know we're good.
Right.
I'd love to have good conversation with people who don't
agree. Yeah.
Or can give me some insight into shit I'm not aware of.
Yeah.
So,
well, I got to say, the shorts have been doing really well, and we have been getting a lot of interaction on the shorts. So a lot of people have been commenting, starting conversations. So I'm excited about that.
Hell yeah.
So very cool. So, all right, guys. Well, we'll see you next week. Everybody have a great rest of your week.
Yeah.
And thanks for kicking the show off tonight, gentlemen. I appreciate it when you're
this is my
caffeine
mug.
overload.
Coffee was here. Yeah.
This is my mug now.
Yeah.
Sorry.
There you go. All right. Good night, everybody.
Good night.